welcome to episode 19 of the Women's Rugby League podcast. I'm here with...
Hi, I'm Sanjana and I'm from the University of Manchester's Women's Rugby League team. We're sponsored by Lead Sport, 256, Manchester Rangers and Office Square.
So where can people find you guys online?
We're pretty active on our social media pages. So we're on Instagram and Twitter at UOM_RL_women, and can also find us on Facebook at University of Manchester's Women's Rugby League.
So tell us a little bit about yourself then.
Well, I'm an international student from India, so I've never actually heard about rugby league before coming to university. But I do play fullback for the team, and before uni, I played sports like badminton and basketball, but not much, and I only started to prioritize sport once coming to uni. I'm currently studying law, and I'm in my first year at uni.
That's brilliant. So how are you finding rugby league so far?
I am enjoying rugby league so much. I think it's probably one of the best decisions that I made in this last year, and I'm learning so much with every training session and match we play.
So tell us a little bit about the university team.
So the women's rugby league team at Manchester is just a newly reformed team that's starting almost after a decade. And currently we function under a one-club structure. So this means that we have two sides of the men and the women's sides, but we're under the UOM Rugby League name. And we really got our case of the funding that we got from World Rugby League, and they supplied our kit. And of course, massive credits to our coaches, Ben Cameron, Henry Davies, and Lyle Wilson. All of them have put in so much effort into our fixtures and our training sessions, and have dedicated so much time and energy for the growth of the team.
Perfect. So tell us about the training you do.
Last year we trained every Friday and Sunday. So our Friday sessions would be very much focused on on-pitch structures and how we would collaborate together as a team during fixtures. We were able to understand the positions a lot better, and we'd work on our passes and just making sure that we got the technical aspects right. And during Sundays, we really built up that stamina and that strength with our strength and conditioning sessions. Obviously, both of these are very crucial towards the development of our physical and mental structure.
So have you guys set yourself any goals for after lockdown?
We definitely have, and we understand that this is a very uncertain situation to be in, but we still want our team to grow and develop as much as we can, and so we're really focusing on aspects like fixtures and training and membership. The biggest thing is obviously getting more people to join us and see how amazing the sport is, and getting the kind of exposure that we've had over these past few months. So we really want to welcome new members to the team and increase and build the club in terms of numbers. In addition to that, we're kind of diversifying our training itself. Usually we do focus mainly on our field trainings and then the strength trainings, but then our coaches have also introduced wrestling sessions, which is super useful during games and really helps us understand how to tackle someone in such a fast-paced game like rugby league. And lastly is obviously fixtures. We currently play a lot of friendly games, and we're hoping to meet a lot more university-level teams and beyond university-level teams across UK itself, and hopefully gain that exposure with more players. And eventually our long-term goal is to be part of the leagues and actually go beyond that point of just playing friendlies and up our level altogether. So that's one of our long-term goals for sure.
I'm now here with
Laura Jimenez Burney. I play centre for the University of Manchester's Women's Rugby League team.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a first year genetics student, and I started on the team. I started playing for the team in January, so I've only been here for the second semester. And yeah, I've enjoyed every single minute so far. It's just so sad that we had to cut the season short because of the situation. But I can't wait to go back in September and play again.
So how are you finding rugby league so far?
It's honestly amazing. It's one of the best decisions I've made since coming to uni, I think. It's really given me a second family, and I've really developed a loving for the sport. You know, I'd never played before, and I've realised I'm not super bad at it, which is nice. And yeah, when I joined, everyone was just super welcoming and inclusive, and it was just a very refreshing feeling to meet such wonderful people and do such a fun sport, you know.
So tell us a bit about the social things you have going on.
Well, now that we're in lockdown, socials aren't the same, obviously, but we have been staying in touch. So we've been doing Zoom calls on the weekends and doing quizzes and murder mysteries and game nights, and they are the highlight of this lockdown, to be fair. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun, and it's a nice way to keep in touch with everyone, and yeah, just talk about how we're all getting on.
I'm now joined by...
My name is Alessia, and I am alternating between poker and halfback in the University of Manchester Rugby League Women's Club.
Well, tell us a little bit about your sporting background.
I first started with individual sports during high school. So, for example, I had 3 years background in classical dance, ballet, and then for a year I practiced badminton, but nothing got me passionate as much as rugby league, a sport where I personally feel I learned a lot about my strengths and how to overcome my limitations. I still remember our first session. We had a challenge which was carrying one of our teammates on our shoulders. And the moment I heard my coach saying that, I was like, no, I can do it. And he was like, yes, you can. You are stronger than you think you are. And I just gave it a go. I was like, okay, let's see what happens. I fell twice, but the fact that I still stood up and kept going was such a powerful lesson, because later on, even during the year, I approached so many challenges with the same approach of being like, even if I fall down, I can still stand up and I can still keep going. So definitely, this is one of the things I will always keep as a precious memory.
So tell us what you're studying at university.
I'm studying aerospace engineering, and I am about to enter in my final year.
So, first person in aerospace we've had on the show. Have you found that rugby league fits in well with that?
Sorry?
Have you found that rugby league fits in well around your studies?
Oh, well, yeah, in the end, it's pretty manageable, also because we have practice on the Friday evening. So I can dedicate myself fully to practice at the end of a full week dedicated to academics and just think about nothing else but the game and whatever we have on the pitch.
You're the welfare officer for the team as well, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
What does that entail?
Well, as a welfare officer, I am the link between the supports available in uni and my teammates. So my main aim is to make sure that everyone can access to all the support they need, either related to an academic stuff or personal matter. And it's because of that I can't stress enough how important it is in our team communication, support, understanding, because sport has to be a relief and a positive impact on everyday life, but sometimes it can also be a source of performance pressure, mainly in a male-dominant category, which is sport in general. Women sometimes feel like they have to perform up to higher standards in order to be taken seriously. And I actually have some personal examples as well. It did happen to me, being asked, so actually you play tag rugby, right? It's not serious rugby, it's more like PE. And it felt a bit disrespectful, because it was like, do you think I'm too fragile to do a contact sport? But I'm not generalizing, but it did happen. And sometimes if a teammate doesn't, for example, progress with the same pace of other teammates, they can feel intimidated and discouraged, when instead, not only me as a welfare officer, but our entire club is pushing so hard so that everyone feels involved and supported, and they don't feel like they are any different or any less to any other member of the team that has been there for longer. We had a lot of teammates that joined even in second semester, and we made no difference between us and them. And this is what makes us, I think, a great family, rugby family.
I'm now joined by
Lily Macon.
What position do you play?
Loose forward, and I'm also the fixture sec for the Uni of Manchester team.
So what are you studying at university?
I'm studying physics.
And how much playing experience have you got?
Before uni, none at all, apart from tag rugby at primary, really.
How have you found it so far then?
Everyone's so friendly, and like all of us who have joined have pretty much no rugby experience before uni, so it's so nice to sort of start
All,
and like
yeah,
it
all
all improve
place.
together.
So how are you finding your role as a fixture secretary?
It's quite challenging at times, given how small women's rugby league is as a sport. It can be quite difficult to find other teams to play against. For instance, there are only a few women's teams, actually, women's uni teams in existence. So we often play local amateur teams such as Rochdale Hornets, and we had a couple of cancelled fixtures also against amateur teams.
Yeah, it is going to be hard because it's a small and growing sport in universities.
Absolutely, yeah. Although hopefully growing is the aspect we want to emphasise. We're currently trying to reach out to other unis with men's teams who are potentially interested in setting up women's sides. We're reaching out to them to try and support them through the process, as Leeds University did this for us, and we just want to give back and help the sport expand, really.
That's it. You pass it on as universities go. One helps you, you help the other. They help someone else. Eventually have a thriving network.
That's the aim. That's what we're really hoping for.
So how have you found your first few matches into rugby league?
They've definitely been ups and downs. I've learned a lot from them. Second game in, I got injured off 5 minutes into it, which was
nightmare.
Super frustrating. But managed to slowly build myself up and get better to be able to play for the last game or two we had before. Unfortunately, we got cut short due to coronavirus.
Yeah, kind of put a stop to most things. I know you guys are keeping yourselves active on social media during lockdown. So I want everyone who's listening to this to go on there, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, give them a like, give them a share, drop them a message. So is there anything else you want to add before we go?
Just want to give a massive thank you to Ben and Henners, our coaches, who have done so much over the last year to build our team from nothing to what we are today, a full team. And they've put so many hours in, and I just want to say thank you from all of us on the team.